The purpose of our research was really to find out what are the dimensions of leadership accountability around clarity and commitment as it currently exists in teams. So we had our perception in working with our clients, but we wanted to get more data to actually give a numerical value in terms of how big is the problem, what's the scope of the problem, what does it look like, and can we unpack it a little bit? So we had 16 statements that assess the clarity dimension, and I'll give you the definition in a minute of what comprised clarity. Some of you pointed to it earlier. And 16 statements that assess the commitment dimension. Okay? So we're looking at how clear is the team on what they're supposed to do, and how committed are they in terms of driving that. Team clarity, and some of you mentioned this, refers to the degree to which all team members are clear on the mandate of the team. What is the team supposed to deliver? Their business context. What is the field of play that they are on? Are they playing rugby? Are they playing soccer? Are they playing football? Are they playing cricket? What are they playing? So they need to understand that. The trends in the external environment, the industry dynamics, the strategy of the team, and the expectations of the key stakeholders that put this team together. What do they expect this team to deliver? And then their commitment refers to the degree to which the team members are fully committed to the mandate of the team. So how do we get each team member to be 100% committed to what the team needs to drive? And how will they drive it together? Executing the team's priorities. So you know how we hear a lot, well, Alex, we have so many things to do, it's very hard for us to focus. Teams that perform better are fully committed to their absolute priorities that they need to deliver, no matter what else gets added to the pile. Working with other teams across the organization. So how do they collaborate with others? How do they work with others? How do they get things done? And then proactively addressing team issues in a direct and a timely manner. So this is what we found. We found that 80% of teams, in terms of the people that we surveyed, are mediocre or weak. That's a higher number than I would have predicted. So 10% came out as weak, 70% came out as middle of the road, 2% is driven, 16% good, 1% supportive, 1% truly accountable. So the news is that if you think about the distribution, so if you think about sort of the teams and how they're distributed, you've got a really high bar in the middle of that distribution and almost nobody to the left of that and almost nobody to the right of that. Everybody's kind of in that average middle space. So I guess maybe it's a little bit of comfort in numbers. If we're all there, then maybe that's the best that we can do. And maybe that could be why organizations are kind of living with it, because everywhere you look, that's what you see, kind of everybody sort of in that middle space. Clarity drives 65% of commitment. So you can actually go a long way to commitment, to getting people committed, by making things super clear, super explicit, super obvious. Because you know how we think, well, they should know that? I talk to a lot of team leaders, and they go, well, my team members should know that. And I go, well, have you put it on the table? Have you told them what's expected of them? Have you actually had the conversation of what's the performance that you need them to drive? And they go, well, no, not really. They should just kind of know that. And so what we have to realize is that when we do that, is that we're actually undermining team members' commitment. Because team members don't come in with full commitment. It's not an inherent trait of people. People aren't born fully committed or aren't born not committed. They come in with a certain level of commitment, and then it either goes up or goes down based on what happens, right? And so team members will arrive with that certain level. Low clarity will actually decrease commitment, and high clarity will actually increase commitment. So people will come in with maybe at that 5 or 6 out of 10 level of commitment, level of drive, wanting to contribute. And then the more we make things clear, the more that they're likely to commit.